4! Well, you should have ducked! So tired of playing whack-a-mole with these idiots. Make your tea time next time!
What the... Whoop.
You, see how dangerous the slammer is?
Whitmire, maybe not the best idea to demand they build a driving range inside a federal prison.
Well, it would have been fine. Look out. It would have been fine if they didn't let all these lowlifes on my private range.
It's not yours, it's a prison. And you're one of the lowlifes. You're only lucky that they allowed Jesus.
Well, I'm rather surprised they even let you in here, Mr. President. Even with your Secret Service watching us like the proverbial hawks.
Let me. I'm the president.
Oh, you still think you're the boss?
That's actually what I wanted to ask you about. Do you know about the man behind the curtain?
Give me a little space here. 4! Oh, that guy's gonna retaliate. So, OG talked to you, huh?
So you do know about OG. But you were only the Secretary of Defense.
I, had some dirt on President Henson, so he introduced me to his little friend. Too bad you killed Henson. That guy had some wild stories. Oop, heads up. Nice try, jackass!
Who is OG?
No idea. But his intel is, sound.
Always?
At least while I was, secretary. Ha! You couldn't hit the broadside of, Boris Johnson! Like there's a narrow side of Boris Johnson.
And you just trusted him without knowing what his sources were?
Maybe I did enough digging to satisfy my, curiosity.
So you do know something. Tell me.
Sure. I'll take a pardon.
What?
1 presidential pardon equals 1 piece of information on your mysterious OG. How about it, Chet? Let go of me!
Hey, you want a pen that doesn't move?
Stop!
Here you go.
That guy was on the pro circuit before they threw him in here for human trafficking.
You hit him in the head, I'll give you a pardon.
And inappropriate activities at a petting zoo.
4!
Okay, I'll talk. Put me down. Ooh.
Talk.
You cannot tell anybody this.
Fine.
There is an apartment building in D.C. on one of the, letter streets.
What street?
X Street, Alley Northwest, Building 24, Apartment 7.
X Street, Alley Northwest, 24/7. Got it.
Go there alone. You will get answers.
I can't go anywhere alone. I've always got security on top of me.
Are you all right, Mr. President?
We're fine.
Yeah, we're great.
How about yourself?
Duck!
Yoinks!
I believe you have an appointment to make, Mr. President.
It's, too bad security's always on you, isn't it, Chet?
Keep working on your long game, Whitmire.
Oh well, back to stir.
Hey, on the way back to the White House, can we swing by X Street?
No, Mr. President.
Even if it's a direct order?
No, Mr. President.
And why not?
Because X Street does not exist.
What?
The letters J, X, and Z are skipped on the Washington, D.C. grid. Do you have any other questions, Mr. President?
About 1 million.
Mission rejected. The story of the world's most secret agents. The backups. Tonight's episode, Live and Let Dice.
The air hangs heavier here in the rolling foothills of South Umbra. Darker, like death waits around every corner. A town seemingly torn between realms. Sinister buildings line the road like stewards of the underworld, mystery lurking within. But one door hangs ajar. A cool light pours out. I bid you enter. Hang on, new soundscape. There we go. You've made it to the Guy Gax Inn. Before we dive into the next section of my latest Dungeons & Dragons campaign, Gloria, how are you enjoying your first session?
Oh, well, it's okay. I mean, it's a lot with the skill checks and the spell slots, and there are like 7 different dice, and monks use key points? What the heck are key points? But other than that, I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Don't worry, G, you're doing fine, considering we've only actually played for about 20 minutes.
What do you mean? We started playing at 2 p.m.
No, you started explaining 300 years of lore at 2 p.m. And then there's whatever Bowden is doing.
Father, I will find you. By speed of bow or strength of heart, I vow to traverse the plains and seas to...
Ta-da! 6 hours later.
I hear you. For efficiency's sake, I'll skip along to the actual quest you get from the bartender.
This is your target, Alexis Davies, the Cask Master. Your investigation checks confirm the poison in the ale supply unquestionably traces back to Davies. Elder Zanders has put a bounty on her head. 1.5 million, dead or alive.
1.5 million is the highest bounty yet. Good timing, too. My bard, Daniel Knight Lewis, owes payment to his nemesis, Rupert Snagglehoose, in exchange for my father's safety to...
Jesus, Bowden, can you cool it with the kidnapped father shtick?
It's called having a rich character backstory. You should try it.
You stick to backstory? I'll stick to backstabby.
Stabby? Or triggering every alarm in South Umbra? Come on, what kind of rogue doesn't do a stealth check?
Don't put my rogue in a box. Mac the dagger contains multitudes.
Can you guys can it long enough for me to figure out the difference between hit dice and attack rolls?
The innkeeper thinks the bickering trio in the corner is messing up the vibe of his establishment.
Knock it off, you lot, or I'll have you out of here on your behinds before you can say, out on your behinds.
He hands you a map. The X on it is the location of Davies' encampment. Scouts have confirmed Davies has guard towers here and patrols along this river crossing.
Now you get out of here before you scare off every drunk between here and the swamp of Sandliness.
Oh, am I supposed to, okay, Ha-ha! Helga Thunderclaw uses rage!
Oh,
Sweetheart.
Why would you do such a thing?
Why not? Gosh, this is complicated. Mackenzie, you said I didn't need to read the guidebook and that D&D is more about vibes.
McGrath, you said what?
What? It is.
No, it's not. It is the perfect microcosm of strategy and precise...
Fine, sure. Whatever moves the quest along. All right, Daniel Knight Lewis. Our quest has a map. Let's go kick some ass and take some names.
Hold your dagger, Mac. Narrative structure dictates Davies may be working for a bigger, badder kingpin. Or queenpin. We should take her hostage and question her.
The more you talk, the more you're likely to end up with cake on your face. I'm going in guns a-blazing.
Blunderbusses a-blazing?
Blunderbusses, boomsticks, whatever. Let's cut to the chase and go in with a bang.
Oh, company! Let's take a brief pause, companions.
Let's see.
Section Chief.
Skip.
You decide to join the campaign? Oh, this is great! I have a contingency plan with extra monsters in each encounter in case you changed your mind. Do you mind playing a healer?
Yeah, Z, please come play. And by come play, I mean come play and buy us pizza.
Sorry, I'm here on business. I wouldn't cut in if it weren't pressing, but time is of the essence. I have briefings here. You can read them on the plane.
What plane?
My plane.
Athena?
What's up, nerds? And before you ask, you don't want me to play. I play a level 15 Tiefling Sorcerer, and I will murder all your characters with one Eldritch Blast.
What are you doing here?
Because of Athena Corps' government contracts. Apparently, this is how we fly now.
Athena, basically a Lyft driver now. Never thought I'd see the day.
I have a huge business deal to close there anyway. And I needed someone to sub in for my in-flight snake sitter. Lucky you, Montcrief, you got the gig.
Wait. Back up. Business where?
Scotland.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally hit the battle music. Oops. Scotland. Spending the night at an historical inn from the 16th century is a real treat.
Ugh. Sleeping on a historical mattress from the 16th century? Not so much.
I'm just happy to be on an actual mission where things make sense.
Don't worry, McGrath's like this every morning before she's eaten. Zelda said our contact would meet us here to give us the details.
Order up.
Whoa.
What
Okay.
is this?
Full Scottish breakfast, of course. Bacon, link sausage, Lorne sausage, haggis, baked beans, fried mushrooms and tomatoes, toast, tatty scones and fried eggs. And we serve our black pudding in the shape of the Loch Ness Monster.
All this? For breakfast? I love Scotland!
Sir, we didn't order this. I know Scottish hospitality is famed around the world, but
If the EMF weren't a secret, my hospitality would be more famous, Agent Granger.
Wait, You're our EMF contact?
That's right, Lassie. I used to be an agent like you. Then I took an arrow to the knee and retired.
Good to know some agents survive long enough to retire.
The name's Duncan Land. Lord Duncan Land. I'm the landlord of this inn. I reached out to the section chief because something is rotten in the state of Scotland.
Tell us about it.
We're a sleepy town. That is, up until a month ago when we started to get a rash of new tourists. But curious thing was, they all said they were heading out to the historic castle in the countryside.
Let me guess. Viral TikTok tourist spot?
If it is, none of the TikTok tourists ever come back.
And the world is a better place. So what? Is the joint haunted?
Well, that's what the townsfolk have been saying, especially since the castle has been mysteriously renovated. But these passerby usually pay a visit to my pub here on their way to the castle, and they're pretty odd birds. Like their brains aren't all there. They kept bringing up some beloved leader, like a cult. And they all were traveling with a set of a most curious-looking dice.
Dice?
Real weird shapes. One with 4 sides, one with 6, one with 8, and then there was one with 10 and 12 and...
Let me guess. A 20?
Aye. You're right, Agent Granger.
Those are Dungeons and Dragons dice? How do you not know that?
Well, I guess because in Scotland we don't need silly dice for tales of Dungeons and Dragons.
So it's a D&D cult?
No.
Sorry, Gloria.
Gosh, I do not get the obsession. The movie wasn't even that good.
Oh, honey, say it ain't so.
Are you kidding me?
So a cult's forming in the Scottish Highlands. What's our plan?
The first thing we need to do is get information. We'll start with simple recon and infiltration.
If you'll take advice from an ex-agent with 40 years of experience, I suggest you pretend to be new recruits and take them down from within.
Well, at least that won't be any dice-rolling nonsense. Posing as cultists to infiltrate an organization is real mission stuff.
Should be easy for Bowden. He already looks like he's in a cult.
Hey, I told you this haircut is temporary.
The guard tower to the castle is just up there.
Oh, and look! Everyone inside is dressed in medieval outfits. And they have swords and market stalls, full-on live-action roleplay. Oh, this is actually kind of exciting.
This is gonna be like that time at the frickin' Ren Fair, isn't it? No jousting this time, Skip.
There's a guard there at the gate. Everyone act like you're in a cult.
I've studied at the Stella Adler Academy. I know none of you know what that means, but I'll be okay.
Welcome to the secret society of the spectacle. Submit yourselves before the beloved leader.
O noble keeper of the pathway, we bow before your humble realm and submit ourselves wholly to its power so that we might ascend into our fullest forms.
Roll a persuasion check.
We entreat you to... I'm sorry, wait, what?
I trust you have your invitation dice.
I think he wants us to roll D&D dice. A whole community dedicated to the excitement of D&D while living out the drama in live-action roleplay. Oh, what a gas! Sir, we have our invitation dice right here.
Where did you get those?
I always carry extra sets of dice in case people want to play.
What? Those don't look like the dice I got.
They're limited edition dice for new VIP members.
Aw, I wish I were a VIP instead of an NPC. Very well. You must roll for entrance.
We entreat you, fair guard. Ah, an 18!
He has passed the DC. Therefore, he must be permitted entrance. The beloved leader will be pleased to have 4 new initiates. Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit the battle music. Right, in you go.
If D&D's about vibes, I'm getting weird ones.
So, if we're going to have to roll the dice every time we want to do something here, I don't suppose now would be a good time to actually teach me how to play?
Think of it like any other mission. We have undercover aliases, cultists, and we have a unique set of equipment. Dice!
Whenever you want to do something, you roll to see how well you do it. Rolling 20 is good, a 1 is not.
And just remember, if you're unsure, improvise. Everyone loves to delve deep into character backstory, and rich monologues are the backbone of...
Fine. But if we run into a gelatinous cube, I will be having none of it.
We just need to track down this beloved leader and find out what exactly they're up to. I'm sure the D&D rolling won't even be that big of a part of it.
So you're saying you will only tell us about the beloved leader if we roll a 17 or higher on the dice? Doesn't that seem a bit arbitrary?
Not at all.
So it has nothing to do with if you want to tell us. It's luck.
That's the game, Gloria. Here, I'll try. My monk has a +3 to persuasion. Oh, 11.
You rolled poorly. I will not share lore about the beloved leader. But you can try my stable boy.
Oh.
His persuasion threshold is lower.
Let's split up. Skip and Bowden, go see what you can learn from the folks in the courtyard. Gloria and I will go find this stable boy.
The things I do for the EMF.
No sign of the stable boy yet. Any progress with the townsfolk?
I have an idea. To shake these cultists out of their fanaticism, all we have to do is whip them into a frenzy of irrational fear. Attention! Attention! Okay. 18! Friends, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster, indicated by the presence of a cult leader in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say, trouble right here in Scotland Castle.
McGrath, I don't think real sheep are going to tell you anything, no matter how well you roll.
No, I'm thinking we hide amongst them and sneak in. You took that seminar in sheep wrangling, right?
I did. I don't mean to brag, but I was named Class Bellwether.
Hey, man, are you trying to sneak into the castle with the sheep?
Yeah. I rolled a 19 on stealth.
Oh, okay.
What's your perception roll?
23! I can see 60 feet in dim light now. You are visible.
No, duh. It's broad daylight.
Well, I see you, so, I intimidate you. Intimidation roll. Yes, a 26. You are so intimidated, you tremble.
Man. So intimidated.
With a D that rhymes with a D that stands for dragons.
Do a performance check.
Oh, right. Sorry. A 2? You had those tomatoes on hand? Gary says ignore rotten tomatoes, but this is simply unignorable.
Stable boy was a bust. Gloria went to check inside the castle. And let me just take a quick picture of you, Bowden. For your wife. And definitely not for my private Insta. It never looks better.
Gloria, come in. Where are you?
I'm okay, Skip. Don't worry. We were getting nowhere with that dice rolling nonsense, so I decided to handle this the classic way. I saw a food delivery cart going around back and grabbed my chance. I'm hitching a ride into the castle.
What kind of food?
Some celery? Some turnips? Wait, does it matter?
No, but I still want to know.
McGrath, get off the line. Okay, you stay the course, Gloria. We'll find a way inside and meet up with you as soon as...
Someone's coming!
Huh? What are you doing in my celery shipment?
I am celery?
Roll deception.
Fine.
All right, McGrath, Bowden, we need to find a way to meet Gloria inside.
I don't see how with the way we're rolling. All these people care about is the dice.
The apple seller seemed like he wanted to talk to me, but then he rolled the dice and just like that, he was in a trance.
Every time someone rolls, it's as if they become zombies. Or mind flayer thralls. We need to get inside the castle, find the beloved leader, and get to the bottom of this.
How? We can't persuade our way in, perform our way in, or sneak in.
Well, I saw something at the blacksmith's. It'll take a good deception roll, but it's a movie trope I've always wanted to try.
Great deception check, McGrath. Those blacksmiths will be making the iron hot by striking until well past supper.
And now we've got 3 suits of armor disguises.
Let's see those guards ask us to roll persuasion now.
State your business.
Hello, sir. Just 3 new recruits heading to our posts in the castle.
My passive insight is not enough to see through your ruse.
Oh.
Carry on.
Thank you, sir.
See, McGrath? Stealth gets results. Didn't even have to roll for it.
Shut up.
Hey, let me go! Unhand me!
You said you was celery and rolled a natural 20, so it must be true. And celery goes in the pot.
What? You can't cook me! That's insane! Anyway, look how stringy I'd be!
You will not escape. I have a very high strength modifier.
You're also built like a dump truck, so that might have something to do with it.
22. Into the pot you go, celery.
Oh my god, you cultists take this roleplay thing way too far! Wait, that's it! Hey, chef lady! If you cook me, you'll anchor my followers.
Followers?
That's right. I'm the leader of an underground movement called the Salad Relief Alliance. I stand with all the other vegetables and we fight for our rights to life, liberty, and freedom. And if you eat me, you're gonna have every garden from here to Timbuktu after you.
You really expect me to believe you're on a side quest about liberating vegetables?
Yes, if I roll high enough. Those are your rules, right?
It'll be a high threshold.
Let's see what I got. Ha! A 22. Beat that. Aw, jeez.
Into the pot you
No,
go,
stop!
celery.
I swear I'm not celery!
Any last words before you join your brethren in the pot?
Just something Uncle Riley used to say to me. If you can't get someone to listen to your words, get them to listen to your fists. Hi-ya! The Salad Relief Alliance strikes again!
No fair, you cheated!
Okay, just gotta find the team. In this immense castle with a gazillion rooms. Oh, wait, what's... Oh my god. Oh no!
Well, we're inside. But boy, these suits of armor really are the dickens to walk around in.
This place is enormous. How are we gonna find Gloria?
Guys, there you are.
Well, that was a freebie.
I have to tell you, I saw something in a storeroom. This beloved leader has something big planned.
Yes, I do indeed.
Lord Duncan Land? The landlord from the pub? What are you doing here? What's going on?
God, this is your cult? I should have known. Typical movie twist.
You can't begin to imagine the intricate web I've woven.
Wait, but you're the one who called the EMF in the first place.
I'm guessing, as ex-EMF, he knew it was only a matter of time before we came snooping around here. So he lured our team here to take us out before we had a chance to get the drop on him. Is that right?
Well, yes, cutting the goose off at the knees, as it were.
I don't think that's a saying.
But you don't know what I'm planning.
It's obviously centered around these hypnotic dice. He had some grand plan to take over the world with mind control.
Okay, fine, that's correct.
In the storeroom, I saw hundreds of boxes of dice labeled with the names of some of the most influential people in the world. Politicians, CEOs, Paul Rudd.
You monster. You leave him alone.
But you don't understand why I've done this. I've done it
because your time in the EMF made you jaded about humanity's capacity for evil.
Stop stealing my rich monologue.
It's basic story structure.
But you're not wrong. I once believed the EMF could truly make the world better. But mission after mission, year after year, nothing changed. The cycle continues. I realized the only way to stop someone evil taking over the world was for someone good to do it first.
Duncan, you can't stamp out free will, no matter how frustrated you are with the state of things.
Bowden, what's the point of D&D? Why hypnotize a bunch of nerds?
Oh, it's not about D&D at all. It's
Don't ask him, ask me. It's not about D&D at all. This was just a secluded, controllable environment to perfect the hypnotic frequency.
Well, I think that's all the details we need. Gloria, take him out.
On it.
What kind of medieval castle has giant metal cages ready to drop down at any moment?
They're called portcullises.
He's taking the dungeons part of Dungeons and Dragons too literally.
Let's hope the same can't be said of the dragons.
I'll radio out to Zelda. Damn it! Something's jamming the signal.
You'll have to wait here while I deliver my packages to the shipyard. 1,000 sets of dice sent to the most important people in the world. All they have to do is touch them, and we'll be one step closer to global peace. My partner will be here to keep an eye on you.
Your partner?
You didn't think I was in on this alone. I'm the silent partner.
Then why don't you make like a silent partner and shut up?
The visionary behind our devices is someone I think you know. Timothy, come out, won't you?
Timmy Two-Bit Thompson?
Now you kids play nice.
Timmy, what the hell are you doing here? Did you get absorbed into Athena's company when Terry Millionaire's life imploded?
My genius was too grand to be understood by the Spud heiress, but the illustrious Lord Land saw what I bring to the table, specifically the dice. I'm not surprised you don't recognize the technology. Far more elegant than Terry Corp's prisoner rehabilitation technology, even if its schematics were the jumping-off point.
Timmy, that's actually really impressive. Your tinkering has come a long way since Mellencamp.
I know it has, Granger. Don't patronize me.
But why do all this? You're not really a bad kid.
Whoa. He's not? Since when?
Yeah, last I checked, he has signed up with 3 organizations trying to take over the world. Tried to murder you and McGrath, tried to murder Zelda, tried to murder my husband with a train.
And don't forget when he was Davenport's lackey, he wore a popped collar.
I'm right here.
Look, he's made some unfortunate choices, but Timmy, are you really trying to take over the world?
I'm not.
See?
I'm content with ruling the people in this castle.
Oh.
Here I can play D&D with my friends forever. Duncan's business is his own.
You're forcing them to be here. How can you say they're your friends?
They don't unleash angry pumas on me!
That feels like a low bar for friendship. Timmy, these people aren't your friends. They're your prisoners.
Lies! And to prove I don't keep anyone prisoner, I shall grant your freedom. If you best me in a game of my own choosing. Dungeons and Dragons! Dun dun dun!
Yeah, no duh.
Okay, are y'all good with snacks? It's not D&D without snacks.
Don't think you can sweet talk me with sweet snacks, kid. I'll take the Takis.
All right, everyone, just let me get my notes and soundscape set up.
Hey, that's the same folder I use for my dungeon master planning.
So you say. But you won't charm your way out of here. The only way to win your freedom is to make it out of my campaign alive. Now... You open your eyes to find yourself trapped in a dungeon cell in Castle Mellencamp, wearing nothing but cloth rags. The light is dim, and several musty cots line the far stone wall. Flies buzz around a slop bucket in the corner filled with your own excrement, and the iron cell door is locked tight.
Oh, rats.
Indeed, many rats scurry around your feet. One tries to bite you.
I try to kick it. 14?
The rat goes flying across the room and hits the far wall with a sickening crunch. You each get 2.5 experience points.
Alas, poor rat, I knew him, Mac the Dagger. A rodent of infinite squeaks, of most excellent fancy cheeses, I'm sure. I once had the
Guys,
pleasure...
wake me up when Bowden's done with his boring monologue.
Oh, great, the D&D police are back. Look, it is a perfectly valid way to play, and much better than kicking innocent creatures.
Not now, you two. We can't waste our time fighting amongst ourselves. We need to finish this campaign as fast as possible and stop Lord Land before he sends out that shipment.
Skip's right. This isn't us playing D&D for fun anymore. This is a real mission. I'll stop my judging and griping about how dumb this game is if you two rein in the bickering.
Thank you, Gloria.
I'm gonna look outside the cell for anything that might help. I think that's a perception check. 18?
2 hulking jailers sit across from the cell door. They appear to be drinking mulled wine and playing mumbly peg, their backs turned, ignoring you. You also see one of the jailer's belts has a key ring with 3 keys. It dangles just out of reach.
Hey, you, guard! Can I borrow that key? Pretty please? Persuasion check. Oh, a 3.
They laugh at your feeble attempt and smugly return to stabbing themselves in the fingers.
Is that what mumbly peg is?
Hey! Hey, bozo! I pick up the rat carcass and throw it at the nearest one.
No! Don't throw Scampers! We haven't had his funeral yet. I'm preparing his eulogy.
Too late! The die has been cast. Mac the Dagger, cast your die.
Ooh, natural 20, baby.
Oh my, well... According to my notes, rolling a 20 here causes the rat carcass to hit the first jailer in the head, knocking him unconscious, and Ricochet to hit the other in the nose. The second begins to bleed and retreats, threatening you.
Timmy, you planned out exactly what happens on a natural 20? That's terrific preparation.
Skip, have you ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome?
Wait, the jailer who's knocked out has the keys, right? I'll try and take them.
Sadly, they're not in reach.
Does anyone have a spell to reach it? I'm playing a monk, and monks use key points for their abilities. Wait, key points? Key points? A pun! Timmy, I punch the lock and use one of my monk's key points to strike it again in the same turn. All right. 16 and 17 to hit.
Very clever. Punching the lock with key points causes the lock to change shape right in front of you. It shimmers and becomes a keypad.
Wait, I punch in the combination.
You know the combination?
No, I literally punch the combination. 3 unarmed strikes, rapid fire, punch, punch, punch. 10?
3 solid combo punches on the keypad and it breaks.
Yes!
The dungeon door swings open, allowing you safe passage over the unconscious jailer and out to the exit.
I told you, D&D is all vibes.
So it was all just a play on words? This game makes no sense!
Wait! I want to loot the jailer. 7 investigation?
You find nothing but the clothes on his back.
Yes! Score! My bard loves having an array of disguises available to him. You see, ever since he was a little boy,
Timmy,
he's always
I punched Bowden too.
Hey!
6 damage.
No, wait, she can't do that.
We continue on.
You journey onwards down the hall to the door, which mysteriously opens on its own, almost beckoning you inside. You see... Wait. Where are the snacks?
What?
You ate everything? Oh, gee willikers. Time for a refill. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You know my snacks.
How can we? We're in cages.
Well planned, McGrath, getting Timmy to leave like that.
Sure. Plan.
And good job, team. We got through the first room.
No thanks to Bowden. Can you cool it with the rat funerals and disguises and stay focused?
You kicked a rat for no reason.
Yeah, but I was totally right about the combination lock.
None of it matters! I tried to take it seriously, but we need to stop playing Timmy's game and do this like an actual mission.
Come on, don't fight. Gloria, I get what you're saying, but unless you have another solution, we need to finish this campaign as soon as possible. It's our best shot.
I agree, so stop wasting time sucking up to Timmy.
I know Timmy has gotten involved in some nefarious schemes, but I don't think he's a lost cause.
Why?
I see a lost kid in him. It sounds like his mom never looked twice at him growing up, and I don't think his dad was even in the picture. My dad wasn't around, and even though my mom was great and did her best, it was still hard. I just think Timmy's looking for someone to believe in him. It's not his fault Davenport did it first, or that Duncan was able to work his mind games on him.
Wait, you think Duncan has him hypnotized too?
I don't know. Maybe.
There we go.
Okay, sure.
3 more bags of Takis for my new friend McGrath.
I'm not your friend.
Timmy, can we just talk about...
The time for talk is over. Now is the time for action. Movement and attack action. You pass through the door into a stone corridor and your vision goes dark. As you walk, the stone floor gradually turns to grass littered with leaves. Your vision returns. You find yourself in a clearing of the fabled forest of infinite trees.
Do we recognize it as the Forest of Infinite Trees?
Yes. There's a lone wooden sign in the clearing. It reads, The Forest of Infinite Trees.
Okay, geez, just checking.
The clearing is a perfect circle, 30 feet in diameter and ringed by tree trunks packed so tightly together that they appear to be a solid wall of forest.
So we can't just walk through.
Precisely, Mac the Dagger. You can touch the trunks and interact with the leaves, but you cannot walk out of the clearing, at least not in the traditional way. You appear to be trapped.
Well, I want to perceive if there's anything important in the clearing. Perception check. A 19. What do I find?
On the back of the wooden sign, you find a message etched by a knife.
I read it. What's it say?
It's some form of Elvish. You can't read it, right?
Not me. I only took JavaScript or Klingon as my extra languages.
Oh, McGrath, you did listen to the Weird Al mixtape I made you for your birthday.
I don't speak Elvish either.
Nor do I. Gloria?
Oh, my character sheet says I know Elvish. Timmy?
The sign reads, Those who wish to leave the forest must leave the forest from the trees.
Okay. Yes.
Timmy, I rapidly punched the trees.
Why? What does the riddle mean?
I don't know, but punching stuff worked last time. 15?
You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Leave the forest from the trees. Leaf the forest from the trees. Oh, it's another pun!
If Skip drops a pun in the forest and everyone hears it, it's just as funny as if nobody heard it.
Hey! No, seriously, we need to collect as many leaves as we can. I'll roll a nature check to collect leaves off these trees. All right, 17?
You collect 17 fresh leaves.
Okay, who has high dexterity?
I do! From years of practicing my lute, I once dreamed of joining the National Orchestra and I...
Excellent. Take the leaves and make a perfect circle with them on the floor. And roll dexterity.
A 1.
Wait, Timmy, before you respond, I'll use the help action. So you get to roll again, Bowden.
Oh, splendid! Thank you, Skip. Aha! 24!
An excellent display of teamwork. With a 24, you use the leaves to craft a perfect replica of the ringed forest around you in a little circle on the ground. As you put the finishing touches on the 17th leaf, the leaves fuse together and spin in a circle, widening, burrowing, creating a magic hole in the ground.
Down we go.
No time to waste. Everyone?
Yes, here we go.
Alley-o.
Down, down, down you fall through total blackness until...
Before we move on, Timmy, I don't understand something on my character sheet. Can you come here and take a look?
Yes. Okay, Ha! Hey, those are my dice!
Now we just wait and see if you become unhypnotized.
You think I hypnotized myself with my own dice?
Well, Skip thought maybe Duncan...
The only thing Lord Land has hypnotized me with is friendship! He listened to me. He believed in me. He found me friends to play D&D with.
But you're keeping people captive as an audience for your own vanity. Just like James Cameron with Avatar 2.
Still think he's a good guy, Skip?
I'm not sure that anybody is truly good or bad. They just make good or bad choices.
We don't have time for this. Duncan is about to go to...
Quiet, Kovack! You thought lying to me would get you out of here? You're a knave, Kovack! You won't walk out on me, I mean, this campaign, so easily! Talkies really are an underrated snack.
You're not wrong about that.
The only way I'll sell is to complete my campaign. For that, I need my dice. Kovack?
Fine, here.
Your freefall magically slows, and you land lightly in a square room. Stalagmites grasp up from the linoleum floor along the walls, obscuring the view out small porthole windows. The room appears to be both a cave and the brig of an ocean liner. A large puddle of water lies in the center of the room, and a solitary metal door stands against the far wall.
History check. 11. Do I recognize anything?
The ship aspects of this room seem familiar. You feel as though you've been in a room like this several years ago.
Why, if it isn't Skip Granger and his miserable band of do-gooders.
The Admiral?
You built a D&D campaign around our arch-rival?
It does tap perfectly into our backstory.
The top half of the Admiral rises from the center of the pool with a splash. He wields a cutlass and sports a hook on his right hand. Instead of legs, he simply rises from the pool's choppy seawater.
Prepare to meet whatever deities you pray to, extraordinary missions adventurers.
Roll for initiative.
14.
10.
21.
And 2. Oh, okay, I'll go last.
The Admiral rolls a 1.
We can strike first. Okay, everyone, let's think about this.
I'll throw my throwing knives. 24 to hit.
Your knives pass straight through the Admiral's chest, clanging helplessly on the wall behind him.
Foolish mortal, with your foolish cutlery. Knives hit me like water hits a duck's back. And since you failed to hit, my special ability allows me to take a reaction against you.
You are overwhelmed by a tsunami. 42 damage.
Quack, quack, Mac the dagger.
42 damage? Damn, I'm down to 1 hit point. I need someone to heal me.
Bowden, do you have any healing spells?
Daniel sees the blood on Mac the dagger. A flashback ripples through his mind. Long nights of studying the healing arts at the medical university, working as an acolyte in the alchemist's chamber.
Bowden, I'm dying.
Searching for leeches in the bog for bloodletting.
Gloria, what about you? Gloria, what are you doing over there trying to pick the cage lock?
I should have tried this ages ago. We're on a deadline here. This isn't the time to be playing tabletop games.
But the mission is to play a tabletop game.
Guys, Mac the dagger is still bleeding out over here.
I checked my inventory and... nothing. I'm sorry, I thought Daniel Knight-Lewis had at least a few potions.
So you're just gonna let me die?
You're the one who barreled into a sea god with no strategy.
Well, no need for me to swing my cutlass at you when you're defeating yourselves. I use vicious mockery. 39 psychic damage to the rest of you.
Down to 6 hit points.
I'm down to 7.
3 for me.
If someone had played a cleric or a druid...
What does it matter?
Because D&D is about the group. Everyone has their role to play where they support each other. Mac the Dagger is dying because we don't have a healer. D&D isn't always about the damage you do, but the damage you survive working together.
It's true. If you're not surviving, you're not working together.
And a good DM gives the players every chance to do that. Timmy's been giving us chances all along because Timmy's a good DM. A great one.
Oh, shucks. I just want to hang out with everyone, you know. Agent Granger, why do you DM?
I just want to share something I love with the people I love. But we're too busy fighting to have a good time. we don't have a healer, so the only thing our characters do is attack and trick people. When you play that way, everyone ends up depleted and dead.
Oh. I get it.
You do?
Timmy, I hug the Admiral.
What?
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 Wait, there's no contingency for this. What are you up to?
I want the Admiral to understand that it's good to want friends. You just need real friends who lift you up and help you when you're down, instead of unleashing pumas. And once you find them, you're unstoppable. And I know it can be hard to tell people what you need, but it's not as hard as being alone. Power of hug! Would that be a charisma check?
I hug the Admiral too. Come here, you big watery.
No, wait, that's not...
This is getting very tropey, but I hug him also.
Accept my embrace, almighty.
Oh, what the hell? I'll join the cuddle puddle too.
There we go. A 10.
Well, Timmy, you're the dungeon master. It's completely your call what happens. But you are a great dungeon master, and this is a great campaign. So I trust you.
A single tear falls from the Admiral's eye.
Unhand me, you scoundrels!
The Admiral begins to weep. Torrents of water gush from his eyes as he weeps pitifully in your embrace. The pool of water underneath him wells up through his aquatic body, and twin torrents of saltwater tears cascade across the room, evaporating right before your eyes, draining the Admiral dry.
I'm drying. Oh, what a world! I'm drying.
And with that, the Admiral is no more. What was once a pool of seawater is now a spotless floor. The metal door across the room swings open, beckoning you through. As does this metal door.
It worked!
Good game, Timmy.
That felt so good! Oh my god, we totally showed that fake Admiral who's boss. Oh, I totally get D&D now.
Thanks, Timmy, for giving us a chance.
That's what friends do, Master Agent Granger. This was the best game of D&D I've ever played.
Me too, Timmy. But I'm worried it's too late to stop Duncan now.
Too late? What kind of talk is that, Master Agent Granger?
You'll help us?
Of course! What are friends for?
Well, Duncan had a massive head start. He should be getting to the shipyard any moment now. How are we gonna catch him?
Actually, I have an idea. Remember that sheep wrangling seminar I took? Sheep, come here.
Whoa.
So, she actually took a sheep wrangling seminar.
Of course! Gloria's always honest about her supplemental education.
Oh, damn.
She really is something.
All right, everyone, saddle up!
You want all these boxes to go out?
Aye, and get them out as soon as you can. That's the right foot.
Your scheme is over, Duncan.
Looks like this time you'll be the one behind bars.
You got out? But how? Timmy? You let them out? I should have known a child obsessed with a stupid game couldn't follow instructions.
D&D is not stupid. Take 4 bludgeoning damage. Take 3 bludgeoning damage. And a critical hit for 12 bludgeoning damage.
You tell him, Timmy.
Hey, are you gonna get these boxes loaded up before I have to get persuasive, or what are you guys doing here?
Athena? You're shipping Duncan's cargo? Why are you always involved in some plot to take over the world?
Hey, I don't know what he's sending. All I know is that money talks, and a lot of money makes Athena a very happy girl.
I seriously have no idea if she's on our side or not.
And you never will. Is that Timmy 2-Bit Thompson?
Oh.
Didn't I say I'd feed you to my pumas if I ever saw you again?
Well, this is awkward.
Well, Timmy, this is our bus. We gotta get to the airport.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us? These bozos pick awful snacks for the plane. You're the only one who gets it.
I have to clear a few things up with the Scottish authorities, but this isn't the last you'll hear of me, Granger.
Good, because I definitely want to play D&D together again. Maybe I can DM next time. back in Mellencamp, I gave you my card. I assume you threw it out, so here, let me give you another one.
I didn't throw it out. It's here in my pocket.
Timmy? Oh, you should use it.
Okay, everyone on board. That's us. We gotta go.
Farewell, EMF. Don't think you've seen the last of me, Granger.
I hope not, Timmy. Think about what we said. We believe in you.
Back at ya, EMF, you rapscallions.
Ugh.
Skip, I assume you took care of things in Scotland.
We did, Section Chief, though not in the way I expected.
How so?
Do me a favor. Find room for a new internship if you can. I have a feeling we may need it.
Mission Projected was created and produced by Pete Barry, J. Michael DeAngelis, and John Dowgin. Associate producer Paige Klaniecki. This episode was written by Chris and Paige Klaniecki and directed by J. Michael DeAngelis. It starred Chris Klaniecki as Skip Granger, Nazli Sarpkaya as Mackenzie McGrath, Dave Stanger as Bowden Montcrief, Paige Klaniecki as Gloria Kovack, Faith Dowgin as Section Chief Zelda Anders, with Kirk White as Chet Phillips and Katerina McGrath as the Mission Boys. Also starring Ashley Banks as Athena O'Brien, Jill Ivey as Cuthberta, and Bob Killion as Lord Duncan Land, Security Guy, and Jambo. Guest starring Eric Perry as Whitmire, Dave Serfass as the Innkeeper, Caden Dowgin as Timmy 2-Bit Thompson, John Dowgin as Dr. Biff Studebaker, and Shannon Perry as Dr. Hermione Pickle. Did you know that supporting us on Patreon, you roll a natural 20 against hearing ads? For as little as $1 a month, you can hear each episode early and ad-free, with an additional perk like monthly bonus audios available at higher levels. Visit us at www.patreon.com/missionprojected for details. This has been a Portrait and Production, copyright 2024, Extraordinary Missions Limited.
The air hangs heavier here, darker, like death waits around every corner. Sinister buildings line the road like stewards of the underworld, mystery contained within. One door hangs ajar, and a cool light pours forth. I bid you enter.
Wait, this isn't gonna be a spooky game, is it? Emil, he gets scared real easy.
Yeah, we're still learning how to play. You said this was beginner-friendly.
While I'm very excited by a game that's completely reliant on maps, I just don't want to come up against any demon gods.
I promise there will be no demon gods.
All right, good.
Okay. Dark street.
This is fun.
Open door. What do you do?
I'll cast, Morty McDonald's Feckless Waffle.
That is not a spell.
That's right here on my spell sheet, see? Morden Canaan's Faithful Watchdog. That's what I said, right? Manny McFangle's Foppish Warthog?
Okay. To do what?
Huh, I forget.
Oh, well now I want a waffle.
Emil says he wants to look in the window of the building.
The room is empty, except for a golden treasure chest.
Ooh, treasure. I go and open it.
Just as you reach the door, you trip an invisible magic alarm. Bells tintinnabulate across the night, and you hear a terrifying roar. A dragon swoops down and gnashes its silver fangs, determined to protect its treasure.
Okay, well, I'll,
The dragon fireballs you. You're dead.
Fire? Okay, I pull out my battle axe.
Fireball. You're dead. Fireball again. You're dead, Emil. The dragon swoops down and turns its gaze on Pickle the Profane.
It wasn't my fault.
Clearly, it was. Fireball. Well, that's the whole party down.
Oh.
You each owe me $600 for use of my game pieces, wear and tear on the dice, and instructional fees.
Are you sure this is how D&D works?
Quite sure. Will that be cash or Venmo?
Another quality podcast from the Porch Room.